Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Haven Daily, where even though I was wrong tomorrow, I'm pretty sure our flax is done now, so I'm gonna go harvest that. Alright, well it looks like I was wrong again, and a lot of this flax is still not ready. I don't know why some of it was ready a day ago, some of it's ready today, and some of it's still not done. So, I don't know, maybe flax is just super random in how long it takes to grow. But, I do know what I'm going to fall back on, because for a long time now our house has been kind of running out of floor space, and I thought I was going to have to build a new house, but that's not entirely correct, because I now have a pickaxe, which I don't normally have whenever I play Haven and Hearth, actually. A lot of my characters kind of just die before they can find a good source of metal, or die getting that metal because of cave-ins. I am quite fortunate on this character. So I'm going to go into this locks and bolts skill here, and that should ascertain for me, well, I suppose the lock itself, and in here, yep, construct cellar, and that should give us quite a bit more floor space in our house. And I'm going to start building it like this, and then I should be able to go in here, grab this bar of copper. Thankfully it doesn't need to be a hard metal. Copper supports will work. And I'll go ahead and construct and dig that out. Yeah, it was a lot of hard work, but here it is. We've got our cellar. I was kind of hoping it would be like, you know, horizontally along this side instead of along this side. This is kind of ugly, but I don't mind. I can just kind of line things along here and here and here. But yeah, we've got a bunch of new space now, and I believe my first action is also going to be moving the meat grinder down here. Because I indeed kind of don't want it up there. It feels better down here. You know, you go to the basement, use a meat grinder, whatever. Now, there rests the problem. I've created a bunch of boulders out here, and they're kind of in the way. That's a problem, isn't it? Well, it's a problem I'm not going to resolve yet, because I would rather do something else. So right back into a speed segment, I'm going to grab this shovel, change my clothes into the masonry clothes, and get a bunch of bricks. Alright, with all the... excuse me, I haven't talked in a bit apparently. My voice started getting a little... Anyway, with the bricks in place, I now have this thingy-dingy here, called the Crucible. And, as far as I'm aware, you light it up with coal, and then you can use it? But I'm not really sure. I've never used one before in my entire life. Never once have I used a Crucible. In this haven nor the last. So I'm just gonna have to wing it, because back then, you made glass in a kiln, so... I guess I'm gonna need to grab my torch instead of this axe. Hopefully I don't need the blacksmith's hammer. Because I just don't have the hands. I'd have to put away my sack. I don't want to put away my sack. But I'm fairly certain that the Crucible is how I'm going to get access to a lot of new things. Because there's a lot of things missing. Excuse me once more. There's a lot of things missing from my crafting repertoire. And I believe this is because of nuggets. They must be metal nuggets. So I'm going to go ahead and try to make me some nuggets. So I'll light it up with the torch. And I suppose just right-click it there. Now, if I craft processing of materials, smithing materials, smelt metal nuggets. Let's see if I get nuggets. Okay, smelt some of these copper nuggets. Alright. Already we can have the option to smelt it back into a bar. And now we have just a ton of things. Okay. Got a key ring. Bunch of symbol items, I'm sure. Got a copper kettle. Metal plate. Okay. Some soft metal cutlery, which I suppose I'll make. Okay, need to be using an anvil, of course. And hard metal cutlery. I suppose the soft metal cutlery is... Well, they have their own advantages. Probably going to be making the soft metal cutlery, though. Oh, I suppose I forgot the pepper mill in here. We could make a Sears bowl. That's not worth it at all. And here I'm hoping there's a lot of stuff. Hunter's belt. I'm not sure exactly how that's better than the grand belt. There's a metal arrow. Metal hook. Metal buttons, which gives 3 unarmed combat and 1 smithing. A plumb bomb, which gives intelligence, masonry, and smithing, so that's quite good. Copper scales, which gives strength, smithing, and lore. Hard metal rivets, which give melee combat and carpentry. God knows I have more carpentry than I even wanted. And in here, there's a signboard. Stone casket. There's a wooden chest, as opposed to the large chest. This only takes metal nuggets, however. So I suppose that's alright. I'd rather make the large chest, though, if I'm going to spend metal at all. There's a post box for mail. And that looks like it's it. Yeah, okay, so that's everything. Well then, that's interesting. I suppose I could put this out. No, I suppose I can't. Noted. As much coal as I put in there is an investment that you're not getting back. And I'll put this torch away. Grab the smithy's hammer. Okay, okay. Maybe I should move the anvil inside now that I have a basement. Nah, you've got to be proud of what you have. Definitely going to keep it outside. And then I will craft symbol items. Gonna get the soft metal cutlery. That is simply what I desire. Excuse me if I've got the sniffles a little bit. Let's see here. The copper kettle is very good. So yes, I'll make a copper kettle with the remaining copper nuggets. I gotta find something to do with this iron. I suppose maybe the metal plate will be what I do. Oh wow, and that takes everything remaining. It's like I planned it. These 3 symbol items ended up taking 2 metal bars. That's fine. Better than just simply getting 2 out of it. Alright, so if we were to adorn these onto the table, they would give us some mighty fine food event point and hunger reduction bonuses. Yeah, my hunger modifier is down to 52%, and my hunger event bonus is 9%. So let's see how I'm hungrying. I'm almost ravenous. Whatever, screw patience. As my last act of the daily, I want to eat. So I'm gonna eat like a couple fish pie, maybe a few blueberry pie, a collection of honey buns, and top it off with some piglet wursts. And maybe a honey bun. Of course, I gained agility after eating 4 sausages to give me strength. Very well. Unfair as it may be, it's the end of the daily, so thank you for watching, and good night.